are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today it's a baseball focused day, Tim. We don't have any NBA, we don't have any NHL.
I got some soccer.
We'll be getting both those back tomorrow. But it's just baseball for today's show, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to just sit down and focus on the MLB here. But before we get to today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting here. It was a profitable day, but it felt like it could have been such better for me. Because I started off 5-0 in the MLB and finished 5-4-1. I had the Yankees, Padres, first 5 under 4.5, winner. Twins, first 5 money line, winner. Philadelphia Phillies, money line, winner. San Francisco Giants, money line, winner. Tampa Bay Rays, first 5 money line, winner. And that was it. That was all the winners after that. Arizona, Boston, over 9.5 was a loser. Chicago, Cubs, -1 was a loser. I was lucky to get a push out of the Cardinals game, 1-1 at the end of 5 for the Cardinals' first 5. And then I got lazy at the end of the night. Mets' first 5 run line and Angels' first 5 run line were both losers. For me, of course, the Angels took the lead in the bottom of the 6th. So, and then they lost the game outright, but still. So overall, 5-4-1, up 0.15 units yesterday in the MLB. NHL went 1-0. If I would have gone with my leans as well, it would have went 3-0. But it is what it is. Dallas Stars were a winner. I was leaning towards the team total over and the full game over as well. And now we're going to get a game 6. I'm right back on Dallas, -125. And I did put half a unit on Dallas to win the series at +275. I think that the tide have turned a little bit here maybe. And if we get a win in game 6, I have a +270 for game 7. So I took a shot there at the Stars to come all the way back and win this series, become the 5th team to come back from down 3-0 in the NHL. And talk about coming back down from down 3-0. I grabbed the Heat money line last night. And there were some interesting things that happened at the end of the game that I was seeing there. How when Jimmy Butler was fouled, it was less than 3 seconds, but somehow when the Celtics called the timeout after the free throws, they had 3 seconds, and they made the game-winning layup with 0.1 seconds left. So all of a sudden, this phantom time comes back on the clock, and it's enough to help the Celtics win the game on a game-winning layup tip-in. Something's fishy there, NBA. We need some explanations. But that being said, Miami Heat money line loser last night. Connecticut Sun +6.5. They were good in the first half. The Sun set though before the second half started. It did not rise again, so that was frustrating there. 0-1 down 0.54 units in the WNBA. 0-1 down 0.6 units in the NBA. Overall 6.61 6-6-1 was my record yesterday. And I made a whopping 0.25 units. So slightly profitable, but those 0.25 units, I kind of bet horses last night and it went away. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Yesterday was a negative day on the site. Eventually we're going to start winning again, right, Nick?
Nope.
And I will say MLS was down a little bit yesterday. It is what it is. We move on. We're still up 4.99 units in the MLS. But starting the day, Yankees under, winner. San Fran, winner. Tampa Bay, loser. Arizona, loser. Arizona over, loser. The under in the Cleveland game, winner. Under in Montreal and Miami, the soccer game, winner. Revolution, money line, was a push. The under in the Toronto game, I believe I lost that one in the 87th minute. I believe I lost the Austin game in also like the 83rd minute when Houston scored their second goal and broke the tie. Somehow, some way, I got the under in that Salt Lake City game because it was 1-1 at halftime. I had the under 2.5. They scored nothing the rest of the game. Miami money line. We saw what happened. The over in the Vegas game. I expected Vegas to put up triple digits. That's kind of what I was expecting, but they did not, so that didn't work. Galaxy -1, they lose outright. Red Bulls +0.5, they lose outright. So just a bad day overall. But we move on, got a bunch of plays, and I'll type in a banner in the bottom for EPL, which actually real quick, EPL today, over in Man City, Leeds money line, over in the Chelsea game, under in the Man City game. There you go. Because those start in 23 minutes. But I'll type in a thing on the I'll type in a scroller for the other sports, WNBA, MLS, and some college baseball for you guys. So there you
go. All right, sounds good. I want to touch on to the comment section. I got to play. Because I didn't have it last night. I got the picture for the Rays this morning. So let me quickly put that in there.
First, there you go. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Gonna fire off my plays so far. Okay. White Sox money line. Let me pull up MLB. Who do the White Sox got? Against the Tigers. No, I lean Tigers. Brewers money line. No, absolutely not. And the Diamondbacks money line. Yes, I like the Diamondbacks. 1 unit each. I like one of those. Good morning. Good morning, Occupancy. Hey, Occupancy, you were right. Stars in 7. Congratulations.
No.
Blue Jays Twins over yesterday was a nice hit for you. Orioles team total was not. Cubs first 5 pushed. Dallas Stars money line. Congratulations. Let's get it. Good morning, Twins. Good morning, Noel. WNBA picks. I'm going with the Lynx +12.5, the under in the Sky game, and the Indiana Fever. What's good, Twins? What's good, money line? Markel. Morning. Hi, y'all. What's up, Real Deal? We're going to have a NBA game on Memorial Day. Come on, guys. The NBA is rigged just a little bit. Don't worry. Well, hopefully the script's out that the Nuggets win the finals. Let's beat them books. Last week I had a rough week. My bankroll went $0.00. Grew up playing baseball. It's my blood. Us too. He cost me a 4 and a 5 teamer, while Sparks got mushed on banner night. Yeah, they did. I'm trying to go 3-0 in the NBA. Yeah, me too. Grinch Soccer Side Quest. Brighton. I didn't bet anything in the Brighton game. Brentford, good luck. Brentford draw, good luck. Newcastle winner draw. I got something in that Newcastle game. Over. As long as it goes over, I don't care. And the other stuff is not in the EPL. Still going to ride Heat and Stars until they move on or get eliminated. Fair.
Yeah.
Line checks out. Lineup checks. Okay. Should we go ahead and head to some baseball?
Yes. This game starts in 25 minutes, so we'll be probably still doing our show when this game starts. Tampa Bay Rays and the LA Dodgers. The Rays -125 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. With Gavin Stone and Josh Fleming. This line opened up at -125, and it did go up to -138 at one point, and it's right back down to -125. So no line movement here on the side. Line opened up at -115 to the over. It is now -115 to the over, -125 to the over 9. 10-cent line movement towards the over in this game. And let's take a look at the pitchers. Both pitchers have not been very good. Granted, I don't think either are going very far in this game. Stone, 10.13 ERA, but a 7.14 expected ERA, so slightly better, but still bad. Josh Fleming, 3.59 ERA, 3.93 expected ERA. Both these teams could hit the opposing type of pitcher. Rays, number 1 against right-handed pitching, 124 runs created plus. The Dodgers, 14th against lefties, but 115 WRC plus, so both above average. The Dodgers with the bullpen advantage, 5th compared to 28th. Let's take a look where the money is coming in on this one here. 77% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is coming in on the Rays. The line is not moved. 76% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the over in this one here. And I agree with the low. I think I agree with the over here. Over 9 at minus 125. Both these pitchers, I think, are very vulnerable, and I can see these offenses getting to them here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab some over 9 here, Tampa Bay and LA, and I wouldn't talk you off of maybe some Tampa Bay team total over as well.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't see the pitchers last night, so I didn't really get to cap this game all that much. Gavin Stone has not been good in it. He's only pitched 2 starts. He's allowed 9 earned runs in 8 innings, so that's no bueno. And it's Josh Fleming on the opposite side. All right. Which he has not been bad lately. I'll give him that one. You said you kind of like the Tampa Bay team total over?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock those both in real quick. Team total over 4.5 minus 115. Full game over 9 minus 125. Well, it's minus 105 now for the over. Okay.
Well, we can't do anything on the site for it because there's no line. Really?
It's a 9.5 now. Wow, that moved up to a 9.5 minus 105.
Well,
and 4.5 minus 120. Wow, this is moving before my eyes.
I kind of like the Rays in this game, but I can't. There's no lineup on the site for it, so can't really do anything with it.
Fair. I got 9.5 minus 105.
Pirates money line against against Marco Gonzalez and Seattle with Luis Ortiz. I don't know. I have to look into that one more. I'm going to probably go with no. Noah Rosarena. All right, Noah Rosarena for Tampa Bay today. Got it. Early game, tough to decide on the over-under. I would probably lean towards the over with the pitching matchup. Lean Tampa, yes. Good morning, girls. Hi, Grandma. How you doing? Hope you have a good day. USA men's hockey sucks. Choked to Germany yesterday, then Latvia today. Oh, no. Or Tampa team total over, definitely a good play. Yeah. Supness. Get Supness from Lex. Germany spread and money line for the championship game against that fake country, Canada. Don't hate it. Bruh, you hit a 17 parlay yesterday. Almost hit 3 same-game parlays, but Orioles couldn't get 4 runs. That's rough. Even the Nats came through with the win. Orioles, don't do that. Don't do that. Speaking of
Texas Rangers and Baltimore Orioles. Orioles minus 145, favorites total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement here in this one.
Don't do anything with the line movement. There was a pitching change.
It was Bradford last night.
No.
Yes.
When I recorded Ballin' Out at midnight, it was Dane Dunning.
I, last night, have Bradford written down from when I capped the game during our live stream.
Then it went from Bradford to Dunning at midnight last night back to Bradford?
Where were you seeing your source? Because the MLB app had Bradford.
Covers had Dane Dunning.
Covers sucks. That's why. Covers sucks. Stop using covers. It was Bradford and it's Bradish. The line did move at 7 o'clock last night when it would find out it was Bradford. So barely where it went from 105 to 145. Since then, it's gone down to minus 139 for the Orioles. So a 6 cent line movement towards Baltimore or towards Texas. Total opened up at a 9 even money. And it's gone up to a 9 minus 113. So a 13-cent line movement towards the over in this game. Let's take a look at the money here. And this one, we have 59% of the tickets and 51% of the cash is on the Orioles. The lines move towards the Rangers. And we have 75% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over in this game. I really don't have too much of an opinion on this one. more and more I look at it, the more and more I think the over is the play. When we look at it, Bradford 10.8 ERA, 11.56 expected ERA. Not much of a sample size though. Bradish 4.34 ERA, a 4.57 expected ERA. The Rangers hit right-handed pitching, 104 runs created plus. The Orioles smash lefties, 118 runs created plus. Rangers bullpen's bad, 27th, and the Orioles is actually really good, 4th. Orioles trying to avoid the sweep here. I like the over in this game. I think I'm going back to another over here. This is an over 9 minus 113. I'm going to grab the over 9 here in this spot. The line's moved up that way. My numbers point towards there being runs today. I think that the Rangers can take advantage of the projected negative regression of Bradish. I think the Orioles can do the same to Bradford. I think we see an over in this game, over 9.
Yeah. I had Dan Dunning last night, so I do, and all my stuff is kind of wacky now because I did have Texas for the sweep, but now that it's kind of switched pitchers, I don't really want to go after this game. Maybe you could look towards an over just because you get a pitching change. Bradford's pitched all of it once in the MLB against Atlanta, got blown up for 6 earned runs in 5 innings. So at this point, maybe go after Baltimore. But I was looking at it last night and I got a different pitcher, so I'm gonna end up staying off of this game.
Fair.
I'm gonna give it one more shot with the Orioles team total over. I know they can do it. They've got a good offense. They can. Good morning, Earle brothers. Good morning, Cameron. The NBA game was rigged like a month. Yeah, they didn't. Well, no, I don't want to say that. Heat are in trouble. Yep, they're in trouble. Boston in 7. First time ever that a team comes back from 3-0. Orioles need a day off before they're going to win anything. It's not true. I should say my 7-teamer was a team effort, picks and parlays. Get it. O's trying to avoid sweep. You saw Bradford.
Yeah.
It's nice that everybody else did. Bradford is confirmed. Don't know if he's an opener.
Yeah. Just start using, if you want to look for pitchers, start using MLB, the MLB app, or anything other than covers.
NBA wasn't rigged. NBA in the books need a game 7 for the seats. Sold commercial spots and more betting on NBA gets money from the Vegas camera. Yo. Yeah, wasn't a good night, Joe. Was not a good night. He doesn't even have an O at the end of his last yo.
Yikes.
We'll head to this game, Nick.
Yeah. This one's an interesting one here. The New York Yankees and the San Diego Padres cashed with the first 5 under in this game yesterday. Garrett Cole and Yu Darvish is your pitching matchup here. Let's take a look at the line movement here as we have this line opened up at minus 145 for the Yankees. It has gone down to a minus 126, so a 19-cent line movement toward Yu Darvish and the Padres. Kind of interesting there. Line opened up at 8 even money. It's now down to a 7.5 minus 105. So another half-run line movement here towards that. We have 71% of the tickets and 50% of the cashes on the Yankees, and the line has moved towards the Padres pretty significantly. 78% of the tickets, 75% of the cashes on the over, and the line's move under, which tells me this game could go under. Let's take a look what the pitchers have done. Let's take a look at the X's and O's here. Yu Darvish a 3.67 ERA, but a 3.43 expected ERA. We have Cole with a 2.53 ERA and a 3.92 expected ERA. Both these teams are below average. Jeez, what is this stupid thing doing? Get down. Stop. Sorry. Where was I? The Padres 89 WRC plus, 22nd in baseball, and the Yankees 98 against righties, which is 14th in baseball. So both mediocre a little bit there. And the bullpen's 9th and 15th in favor of the Padres. The line movement tells me Padres in this game. It says San Diego. So I lean that way. I lean first 5 under. I don't think I'm getting involved in this game, though.
I kind of like the Yankees today. I don't trust Yu Darvish on the road. And Garrett Cole has been really, really solid this year, although hasn't been as good lately. But he's a lot better at home than he is on the road. Although his last start at home, he got blown up for 5 runs, 6 hits in 5 innings by the Baltimore Orioles. I kind of lean towards the Yankees in this one. I would end up knowing me grabbing the run line at some nice plus money, which is around 160 area. Just because I don't like to lay chalk like that, but or it's minus 130, so whatever. But I kind of lean towards the under. The Yankees in this one, and I'm not really interested in a total because we could either see Yu Darvish get absolutely lit up or absolutely dominant, and I don't want to have to choose which Yu Darvish we're going to see today. So this is a Yankee run line spot for me, if anything.
Fair. Yeah, I'm leaning the other way, but yeah.
Padres, no. Another first 500. I don't know if I could necessarily.
I can lean that way. I definitely think I can lean that way. I do expect some negative regression from Cole, though.
Okay. This one is tough. It's a coin flip. It is a little tough, but I'll agree with that one. New York team killed my parlay. I killed my Lex Lock yesterday. It's rough. Use ESPN. Grinch, you've been on it here lately. I might tell you. It was a terrible night. You even got plus 6.5 at plus money and cashed out of it when Stars went up 3-2.
Go Stars.
No. You have a cat? It's my mom's cat.
Yeah, we're at my mom's right now, and all of a sudden the cat wanted to have crackhead energy.
That's always fun. That's always fun. Lost my pregame bets. I made an in-game bet that would have won, and I cashed out. That's rough. Hey, guys, I like the Texas Rangers today, although the Orioles have been crushing lefties.
The over's the play.
There you go. Over's the play. Cole is a machine. He is. I'm pretending I didn't watch the end of the Heat game. Brutal beat. Yeah. Jimmy Butler works for the man. LOL. It all makes sense now. Oh my God. They were plus 1,600 at one point. Yikes. Joe, just wait till Tuesday. I'm sure Heat will fall behind big and Celtics will choke at the end. There you go. I bet your mom. Okay. Oh, yeah. My Vegas Golden Knights was Hill overs 27.5. Nice. Yankees first 5. Sure. New Miami ain't getting the chip. No, it's going to be the Nuggets. Tim, remember that finals MVP in Boston to make it? Nuggets win the finals, dude. Come on. I'm not giving up. Wonder what those odds are. I don't know. But they're not winning it. So let's head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Chicago White Sox, Detroit Tigers pick'em here. Total 8 in this spot. Interesting line there. We have a pick'em between the White Sox and the Tigers, but when you look a little deeper, it makes a little sense here. Dylan Cease and Eduardo Rodriguez. Line opened up at minus 101 for the White Sox. It's up to a minus 108, a 7-cent line movement towards Chicago. Line opened up at an 8 even money, and now it's an 8 minus 105, a 5-cent line movement towards the over in this game here. So a little bit of a movement towards the White Sox in the over, even though 61% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on the Tigers in this game. And we have 55% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the under. And the lines move towards the over, which is telling me they believe that Rodriguez is vulnerable here. And I kind of agree with it. The White Sox have been hitting lefties really well. 5th in baseball, 126 WRC plus the last 30 days. Tigers struggle a little bit against righties, 91, 20th in baseball. And Cease 4.6 ERA, but a 4.57 expected ERA. Rodriguez, 2.19 ERA, but a 3.02 expected ERA. So we should expect some regression from Rodriguez. He's not going to continue pitching like this forever. The White Sox have the bullpen advantage, 17th compared to 23rd for the Detroit Tigers in this one here. I think the White Sox are very live in this game. And that's exactly where I want to go with this game. Minus 106 with the Chicago White Sox here, with Dylan Cease on the mound. So I'm going to grab some White Sox here. Oh, it's minus 112. There we go. White Sox minus 112 against the Tigers here.
I kind of like the under. It's just I like both these pitchers. That's kind of my deal with it. I think both pitchers can do good today. Dylan Cease has been getting a little bit better as of late. He's only 2 and 3 runs in his last 2 starts, but previous to that, 6 shutout innings against Houston. I think you're going to start to see Dylan Cease get better. I still like Eduardo Rodriguez. I know. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, he's been good. He's going
to be a great trade deadline piece.
Yeah, he will be. He's been very solid for the Tigers. I like the under 8 in this game. I would actually. I know you don't, so it doesn't matter. But this is a under spot for me. I just really like the 2 pitchers.
I think the White Sox get to Rodriguez here. I would look towards the White Sox team total over.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the chat. Miami Dade is now for the first time in my life in Republican. Okay. What up, fellas? Nice call on Vandy yesterday. It was one of my only good calls. I also had ULL, which beat Coastal yesterday, so that was nice.
Wow, nice.
Which means Coastal's going to end up dropping because they're not winning the Sun Belt. Sun Belt Championship today between ULL and Southern Miss. Nerfy, sure. Erod, I like Erod. Robertson, anytime goal scorer, and Johnson, anytime goal scorer for
shots on goal.
Shots on goal, sorry.
I agree with that. Go Stars.
White Sox, have fun. Rays money line thought. I like the Rays today, yeah.
I have the Rays team total. Yeah.
Except for I couldn't get a line on the game. Let's see, can I get one yet? Nope. Cool. Pass on any Central games. Yep. First 5 under for the Red Sox for the Sox team. Yep. Both pitchers should dominate these lineups.
Should.
Let's keep on rolling.
Yeah. We have the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cleveland Guardians. Cardinals minus 135 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. Cleveland and St. Louis. Hunter Gaddis and Jordan Montgomery. Line opened up at minus 141 for the Cardinals. It's down to a 134, so a 7-cent line movement towards the Guardians here. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 110, and it's now an 8 minus 117, so it's gone down half a run. No surprise, this Guardians team does not hit. And this line movement is kind of interesting here. Because we have Montgomery here, 4.55 ERA, 4.47 expected ERA, so expect slightly better from him, but nothing crazy. Hunter Gaddis, 5.26 ERA, but a 3.02 expected ERA. So Gaddis has been getting unlucky. And then we have the Cardinals, 116 runs created plus, though, 3rd in baseball the last 30 days, versus the Guardians, 73. Which is 28th against lefties, which originally pointed me towards the Cardinals. I don't like the way the lines moved, though. I think the market's going to keep me off of that. Also, Hunter Gaddis. I expect much better from Hunter Gaddis here. So that's kind of going to keep me off of it as well. Maybe a first 5 under. We saw both these teams have gone under a decent amount this series. The only thing that scares me is that the Cardinals really hit right-handed pitching. And they've been hitting really well. Obviously not this series, but they've been hitting pretty well lately. I lean first 5 under in this game, but it's a no play for me.
Yeah, I would kind of go under in this game too. These offenses are no bueno. It's just not something I want to go after right now. And when it comes to it, I don't know about Jordan Montgomery. I don't know what we're going to get out of him, but he has not been good as of late. So this one ended up being a complete stay away. I don't really like the Central games. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of the Central games. So this one ended up being
mid.
Yeah, I'm not really a big person on NL or AL Central games, so I kind of just stayed away from it.
Fair.
Cardinals team total over. No. Cardinals bats wake up today. I'm not trying to rely on that today, so I want to go after something in this game, Nick.
Yeah. San Francisco Giants are minus 125 favorites, total 8 in this game against the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's take a look at the line movement in this game here as we have there we go. Alex Cobb and Colin Ray. The line opened up at minus 135 for the Giants, and it's plummeted down to minus 120, a 15-cent line movement towards the Brewers in this game. Kind of interesting there. And line opened up at 8.5 minus 110. It's now 8 minus 116, so it's dropped half a run as well. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game as well. We have 75% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the Giants, and the lines move towards the Brewers. And then we have 75% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under in this game, which is kind of interesting as well. Looking at these two pitchers, I don't really see an under here. We have Cobb 2.17, or these pitchers, but these offenses kind of. 2.17 ERA for Cobb. He's been awesome this year. 3.95 expected ERA. I expect him to come back down to earth soon. Ray, 4.71 ERA, 4.57 expected ERA. So expect slightly better from him. The Giants, 98 runs created plus, 15th in baseball against righties. Brewers, 83, which is 26th. The Giants have the bullpen advantage here, 3.91, which is 6th for xFIP compared to 4.64, which is 25th for the Brewers. I lean Brewers first 5, I think, in this game. And this line movement tells you a little bit here that they're not scared of this Giants money. And I know the Giants are going for a sweep. I don't care about teams going for sweeps. That's not something that comes into my handicapping because I cap each individual game as its individual game. So this is not going to be a stay-off spot for me. I lean towards the Brew Crew in this spot, but it's no play for me.
That's fine that they're going for the sweep. They've also won 10 out of 12. This is the hottest team in baseball right now, Nick. I don't care about sure, cool, they're going for the sweep. This is a team that's hot right now. And in this series, the Giants have outscored them 20-2. It hasn't been close. So I know line movements and this and that. I know that's important, but this is a Giants team that I really don't want to be fading right now. Not by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll end up staying away from this game because I really like the Giants in this one. I think they get the sweep. I think they continue their hot run. I'm rolling with the Giants.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to fade them right now.
Yes.
Put it back to the chat for a minute.
Oh, okay. Favorite series outside of Washington, Kansas City. A few days running first 5 under and Nerfy lead maybe. See it. Brew Crew money line. I lean that way. Yeah. Reds alternative run line. They won by 3. Yeah. Giants run line. The Brew Crew. Fair. But we'll move on here to Minnesota and Toronto. A game that was nice to me yesterday. Let's get into it for today. We have Berrios and Bailey over for this one here. Let's take a look at the line movement. Line opened up at minus 105 for the Blue Jays. It's now minus 101 for the Blue Jays. So it's a 4-cent line movement towards the Twinnies here. Line opened up at 8 minus 110. It's now 8.5 minus 110, and it has stayed at 8.5 minus 110. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. 45% of the tickets and 58% of the cash is coming on the Twins. The lines move towards the Twins here. We have 37% of the tickets and 65% of the cash is coming on the over. The line's not moved. Let's take a look at the pitchers here, and this game screams over to me, the X's and O's, and no line movement kind of makes me feel okay with it because bigger bets coming in, more money coming in on the under, but yet the line hasn't moved because Berrios 4.22 ERA, 4.92 expected ERA, and Ober 2.55 ERA, 3.98 expected ERA. Can these lineups take advantage of this though? Is the question. The answer is yes, I think. The Blue Jays, 106 runs created plus, they're above average versus right-handed pitching, and the Twins are 6th in baseball, 113. And these bullpens, 13th and 22nd. So I think we can get some bullpen runs potentially as well from these two teams. I like the over in this game. I like the over 8.5 with the Blue Jays and the Winter.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on this one. Berrios on the road. Although Berrios has pitched well this year. I'll give him that. Although a 5 point you left. Okay. A 5.66 ERA on the road compared to a 2.22 at home. This is a spot that I would be down to go with an over. It would be a lean towards the Twinkies. Bailey Ober started off the year really good. Last 3 starts allowed 8 earned runs in 17 innings, which is not terrible. But he's been a lot better on the road than he's been at home, but it's a very small sample size. Yeah, I'll grab the over with you, over the 8.5 for Twins and the Blue Jays.
Sounds good.
You want to go back to the chat? I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the site.
All right. Chicago Sky money line in the WNBA for Mo.
I almost took the Sky. I decided to take the under instead.
I will be capping after the show here for the WNBA. Twins run line and first 5 money line leaning towards the over as well. Yeah, I think it is Twins or nothing for me in this game as well. Maybe a Twins team total over against Berrios. That's kind of intriguing, actually. What would that be? That would be a 3.5 minus 135. I might come back to that. What's up, guys? What's good, Tony? But we'll move on here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games remaining on the slate. Washington Nationals, Kansas City Royals. Royals minus 110 favorites. Total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement here in this spot here. With Mackenzie Gore and Dylan Lynch. Line opened up at minus 105 for the for the Royals. It's now up to minus 111, a 6-cent line movement towards KC. We have this line opened up at a 9 minus 115. It is now a 9 minus 117, a 2-cent line movement towards the over in this game. And let's take a look at the money movement in this game, as we have 70% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the Nationals, and the lines move towards the Royals in this game. Maybe expecting Dylan Lynch to pitch pretty well. 64% of the tickets and 74% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the over. I think this is lining up to be another over spot here for me, Tim, because we see potentially. Let's take a look at the pitchers here. Gore has been decent, 3.88 ERA, but a 4.12 expected ERA. Lynch coming in on his first start of the year. Both these teams mashed lefties recently. Nationals, 125 runs created plus, 6th in baseball. And the Royals, 127, 4th in baseball. Both these teams absolutely mashed left-handed pitching. And the Nationals, 29th in 29th bullpen ranking, and the Royals, 18th, which I think is lining up for yet another over. I probably have way too many overs on my card, but a lot of these overs look pretty good today, Tim. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Over 9, minus 115, Nationals, Royals. 117, my bad, 117.
Yeah, let's go after the over. That's fine. What about going after the Nationals as well? Go for the sweep. I think both of them have value on it. I think Dylan Lynch gets lit up today in his first start in. He pitched a little bit. He pitched a solid amount in 2022. A 5.13 ERA in 27 starts, 4-13 record. I think he gets hammered today. And I think I like Mackenzie Gore. That's the big thing. I really do like Mackenzie Gore. So I would lean Sorry, I like the. I'll grab the over with you, but I also really like the Nationals as well. I think we can go both of them.
Nationals scare me. I don't know.
Yeah, most of my plays. Oh wait, I can't put anything up on the site for it because it's not available.
Oh,
Really? That's so. The site something's got to. That's so frustrating because I wanted to put up a couple of things to the site and there's nothing available. Come on, Craig.
wonderful.
Yeah, but I like the over in this game.
There you go. Yeah.
Joe, you already know it. I got +8. Twins went in yesterday. Yes, they did. I would lean Wings, but not Sky, to be honest. I have the under. Back to the money machine. Altuve, dude, cashes so much money for me. Get it? If the Nats are road dogs, you should know the deal. Nats to first 5. Nats money line, yes. Thanks, Joe. He's a little short. Yeah, I like Altuve. Fevers suck. Yeah, I know. Nationals money line, full game, yes. Nationals first 5, yes. I like Mackenzie Gore in the Nationals today. Correct. Let's keep on rolling to this game.
Yes. We got a game that was kind of frustrating yesterday because they started off really well and they didn't end up well. Cubbies -165, total 7.5 in this game. Tells me the wind's blowing in today. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. As we have, where is it? Cubbies and Reds, Ashcraft and Smiley. Line opened up at -161, and it is right back at -161. It did dip down all the way to -150. The original line movement was towards the Reds. Line opened up at 8 -110. It's now down to a 7.5 -115. So line movement towards the under there as well. Let's take a look at this game here, see if it correlates. Kind of does. 57% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Cubbies. Line didn't move. It hasn't moved, or it did, but there was buyback on the Cubbies. 65% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved down half a run. In this one, let's see. It's on my second page of notes here. We have Ashcraft with a 5.57 ERA, but a 4.88 expected ERA. We have Smiley with a 2.93 ERA and a 2.86 expected ERA. Both teams are either average or slightly below average. 100 runs created plus against lefties are the Reds. 93 are the Cubbies. And both bullpens, 16th for the Cubs and 24th for the Reds. Slight bullpen advantage towards the Cubbies here in this one. I think the under is a decent look. I believe the wind's probably blowing in really nice in this game, which is going to help the under a little bit. So I lean first 5 under here in this one. I don't think I'm going to get involved with it, but that would be my lean with this one.
Oh, I do like a play, and I gave it out during balling out yesterday, and that's the Cincinnati Reds going for the sweep. You said you like the under. I don't. The big thing is I don't think I can go under, because I like the Reds, and the best way I feel like to hedge off the Reds is to take the over, because Graham Ashcraft has been Graham Ashcraft lately. He's been lit up for 8.3 and 8.377 his last 4 starts. So he has not been as good lately. But I still want to look towards the Cincinnati Reds at a big plus money to finish off the sweep in this series. They've won 9-0 and 8-5, so they've looked dominant this entire series. I kind of look towards the Reds in this one. I'll take them on the money line, or I would look towards the over. I know you just said under, but I can. Not with these two pitchers, because Drew Smiley on the opposite side. Drew Smiley's been good. I'll give him that. Drew Smiley has been actually really good this year. But this one's a little bit of a weird game because I want to go after the team to sweep, but at the same time I could see Ashcraft getting lit up.
Yeah, it's a tricky game. I'm staying off.
There you go. Took the under Tigers, yes, and the over first, took under Tigers and over 5 Orioles first 5. I would always go after the full game overs just because of other stuff, because of bullpens. Like the Reds' first 5, yes. Nerfy. I don't know. 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. There you go. That's why the total is low. Cubs are ass. No way the Cubs lose today. Reds not speaking. Not a chance. Reds money line. Reds money line. I like it. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah. Actually, is this line right? Minus 135 for the Mets?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
You're the one that typed it up.
Yeah, no, I forgot. It's McGill. The Mets minus 135 favorites. Total 13 in this game, which is crazy, but I think makes sense. Let's take a look at it here, because I think the conditions I heard are really well hitting-wise as well. McGill and Gomber is your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at minus 155 for the Mets. It's plummeted 25 cents towards the Rockies here in this one. Line opened up at a 12. It got up to the 13th. It's now back down to a 12.5. So some buyback there, thinking that the 13 was way too high. In this one, let's take a look at the X's and O's in this game. McGill, 4.32 ERA, but a 5.98 expected ERA. Gomber, 6.48 ERA and a 6.7 expected ERA. The lineups are not the greatest, though. 82 runs created plus for the Mets against lefties, 26th in baseball the last 30 days. Rockies, 91, which is 19th in baseball. So both subpar. Bullpens are bottom 10, though. 20th for the Rockies, 26th for the Mets, according to X for the last 30 days. So both teams have struggled a little bit on the bullpen side of it as well. And as much as these lineups have kind of struggled, I think this is a game that they can absolutely take advantage of these pitchers. Both pitchers with expected ERAs almost at 6 or way above 6. And the line movement's telling me that the Rockies are very live in this game as well. You could look, maybe it's a 5.5 for the Rockies team total as a dog. That's crazy. This line is high, and I think it's high for a reason. I lean over the total here in this one. Over 12.5 is kind of where I'm looking at for this game. I think both lineups can get to them, and I'm gonna take it. Minus 115, over 12.5, Mets and Rockies.
Yeah, I don't hate the over. It's a really 1-0 Rays. Of course, right when I can't bet them. I kind of lean towards the Mets in this one. I know it's Gomber, which is a lefty, and the Mets don't hit lefties all that well, but it's Coors Field, and I feel like the Mets can do some damage here in this one. I would have to run line the Mets just because I can get a little bit of plus money, and if it's Coors Field, the chance
Coors Field, very high volatility. So I've heard even if you like to dog at Coors Field, you can take -1s.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind, Nick. We could double up on it. We go Mets run line and the over.
Do you trust McGill? Is the question.
No. That's why I like the over as well. I don't think the Mets are scoring 13 runs by themselves.
Because I was actually kind of looking at, because my numbers say that the Rockies are very live in this game. And I'm kind of interested in see what this is. I don't
like Gomber.
Plus 210. That's kind of interesting. The Rockies run line plus 210. Reverse run line, my bad. Plus 120 and plus 210. You're gonna get a nice price here. If you want the Rockies -1, you can get plus 169 for the Rockies -1. I lean the other way with the side, but I really like the over better. I think they get to McGill. That's the problem.
I put the over up. I did not put the Mets up. So it's all on you.
I have way too many overs today, but it is what it is.
That's fine. Do you want to go to the chat real quick?
Yeah. McGill gives up runs. Yeah. Tampa on the board. Yep. McGill. 99% of the money's on the Rockies? Wow.
Mets
are pass. The lines move towards the Rockies. Hits over 16.5 full game Colorado. There you go. But we'll move on here to everybody's favorite team, the best team in baseball, the Oakland Athletics. They're taking on the Astros. For whatever reason, the best team in baseball is a massive dog in this game because the Astros are minus 260 and this one total 8.5. So Oakland Athletics money line. I'm obviously joking, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here between Javier and Medina. Line opened up at minus 240 for the Astros. It's climbed all the way up to minus 275. Total coming in 8.5 minus 110, and it is 8.5 minus 110. So the line has not moved on the total in this game, only the side, which it's just skyrocketed on the freaking Astros, which we expect that. Because 92% of the tickets and 86% of the cash is on the Astros. The line's risen with the Astros. I have no interest in the Oakland Athletics. And then we have 76% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over, and the lines haven't moved. So this is a stay off spot for me. Looking at what these pitchers have done, we have Javier 3.07 ERA, 3.95 expected ERA. Medina 6.45 ERA, 6.54 expected ERA. Athletics 87 runs created plus against righties last 30 days, which is 24th in baseball. Astros not much better, 92, which is 18th in baseball. Astros with the second best bullpen, and Athletics ranked dead last. I don't want anything to do with this game. The Athletic games are stay away, and we're tied now.
1-1. 2-1 Dodgers.
Oh wow.
So the over will look great. We could have put it up. Thank you, site, for not letting me put it up. It is what it is. I want to completely stay away from this one. Wow, the Oakland Athletics have at least an L10 or bigger. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games in a row. 13 out of 14 and 18 out of 20. All right, go Oakland. And it's funny, their only 2 wins were come from behind wins in crazy fashion. 9-7 and 9-8 versus Texas and Arizona. So definitely funny. I don't trust them at all. But there's zero chance I can go after Houston because Houston's run line is freaking stupid. What is it? Let's see. Minus 153 for a run line.
All right. Let me see something real quick for this game.
Minus 2.5. No.
Wow. Minus 110. So, and if you wanted to create a minus 2 line instead of a minus 1 line, good God, never mind.
Just move on. Just move on.
Yeah, if you want to create you can get the Houston Astros minus 2 at minus 137. Minus 2, minus 137. That's stupid. Tempting, but stupid.
All right, Nick, we're going to move on from this game. We're going to pass on this game and move on. We're not taking the run line at minus 150.
We're not taking a minus 2 either at minus 137 or minus 2.5 at minus 110.
How about a minus 3?
Ooh, no. If you have to lay minus 3 on a team to bet them, don't freaking bet them. It's that easy. You don't have to bet it.
Okay, ready? Here, I'm going to quickly grab it up because this could actually be something that could be a little bit more value. I'm going to help you guys out real quick. What we're going to do is we will go ahead and take Houston on the run line. That's 170 on Bovada. And we will parlay them with the East Carolina Pirates money line at plus 106.
Let's move on.
Guys, how about the nerfy between White Sox and Tigers? Yes. Stros. Come on, dude. Come on. Let's move on from that Stros thing. How about this one?
This is the only bet I've made pre-flop, pre-show. I did this last night. And here's the thing that I'm going to be doing with baseball season. I make one bet at night. And that one bet at night I make is the free pick video I do. Everything else is bet in the morning. This is the this is the last night bet. LA Angels and the Miami Marlins. Angels minus 125. Total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. Perez and Sandoval. Line opened up at minus 135 for the Angels. It's now down to a minus 126, a 9-cent line movement towards the Miami Marlins. This line opened up at 8.5 minus 115. It's now 8.5 minus 123. So an 8-cent line movement towards the over in this game, which I am happy about because last night I gave out the over. Let's take a look at the line movement in this game. And we are seeing some 9s out there. We have 48% of the tickets, 52% of the cash is on the Miami Marlins. The lines move slightly towards the Marlins. We have 51% of the tickets and 74% of the cash coming in on the under, and the lines move towards the over in this one here, which makes me feel even better about it. Let's take a look at the pitchers here. Perez, very limited sample size, 3.86 ERA, but a 6.21 expected ERA, suggesting he's been getting lucky. Sandoval, 3.47 ERA, 4.50 expected ERA, expect negative regression. And looking at the two teams, can we look to them to take advantage of the other team? Pitchers negative regression projected. Answer is yes. 114 runs created, plus 5th in baseball for the Angels against righties. And the Marlins hit lefties pretty well. 117 runs created plus the last 30 days, 11th in baseball. So I do think both these both these teams can get to these pitchers. I like the over in this game. This is one where actually I would potentially look at a first 5 over as well, because these bullpens bring 3rd and 7th. The last 30 days, according to XFIP. So both these bullpens have actually not been terrible. You can get first 5 over 4.5 on minus 110. I don't hate that either. Expecting the Marlins and the Angels to get to these starters, but maybe the bullpens slow it down. So I am on the over 8.5 though, full game.
Yeah, I would
3-1 Dodgers.
Yeah, I was about to say that 3-1 Dodgers. I would lean towards the over with you. Although my betting overs in Miami is very scary, but against Patrick Sandoval, against lefties, I have no problem backing Miami. I remember Miami struggled against lefties last year. Now they're playing a lot better,
and they improved it.
If anything, I would actually look more towards the Miami money line as well. They played well in this series, and I know Nick hates this. They're going for the sweep on the road. So I would.
It's not that I hate it. It just has no impact on my handicap.
So I think it's good. If runs are going to be scored, it's going to be scored by, ready for this, the Miami Marlins. So maybe, Nick, we try to go both in on this one. We go over and the Miami money line.
The money does suggest that Miami the Miami's live in this game, and I don't hate Miami if I had to pick a side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back to the chat. I'm putting these up on the site.
Yeah. How about Cardinals, Guardians under 9 runs? Sure. I mean, Guardians unders. I will not argue with Guardians unders. More nerfy and first 5 under action Marlins games. I disagree.
Wait.
Nick, the Angels have become.
Come on. You said you like the under in the Guardians game?
I said I won't talk anybody off of it. I don't remember what I said for the Guardians game because I didn't bet it. The Angels have become the team I can't get right. That is the
Braves.
I want to say the Braves for me. I think the Braves.
Them too.
Bet Trout over Trout bases. He gets 1 and a walk. Pass on Trout. Yeah, exactly. Fleming out here getting waxed. I'm cool with that. Marlins first 5 too. You know, we have 3 games remaining here on the slate. Boston Red Sox and Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks minus 115 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here between Merrill Kelly and Tanner Houck. Line opened up minus 109 for the Diamondbacks. It's now up to minus 118. So a 9-cent line movement towards the Snakes here. Line opened up at over 9 minus 108. The line's dropped 10 cents towards the under. It's now plus 102 for the over 9. Let's take a look at what the money is coming in on this one here. And there we go. 61% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is coming in on the Diamondbacks. The lines move towards the Diamondbacks. 61% of the tickets and 54% of the cash is on the under. Lines move towards the under in this game for me. Let's take a look at the pitchers here. Houck, I expect positive regression from Houck. 4.99 ERA, 3.6 expected ERA. Merrill Kelly, 2.98 ERA, 3.81 expected ERA. His expected ERA is almost a run higher than his actual ERA. Both these pitchers really hit righties. The Red Sox, fourth in baseball, 114 runs created plus. Diamondbacks, second in baseball, 121. Diamondbacks with a slight bullpen advantage here, 12th compared to 19th. I guess I would lean Diamondbacks if I had to get involved with this game. I think Merrill Kelly may be slightly overpriced, but that would be just my lean for this one. I don't think I'm getting involved with this one, but I would lean Diamondbacks.
All right, cool. I like the Diamondbacks today. I think they're avoiding a sweep, and they've lost 3 straight. But I like Merrill Kelly. If there's a pitcher on this Diamondbacks team that I'm going to back, it's him and his side. Well, he's the sidekick to Mr. Zach Attack Gallen. But I like Arizona in this one. You don't have to talk me twice onto them. This is a Diamondbacks team that I've been high on all year, and although they are kind of they're not really tampering off because they're still 6 games over 500. They're just starting to fall behind the Dodgers by a little bit. But I like the D-backs to avoid the sweep today, and I'm backing my boy Merrill Kelly.
But I thought you liked teams to complete the sweep.
Yeah, it was kind of a tricky spot for me in terms of that with it, but if I really like a pitcher, I feel like that's the only real exception I can have to that.
Fair.
I want to go back to the chat, Nick. I'm currently tracking a couple of things.
Yeah.
And the ECU games.
There we go. I was able to schedule something on my phone here. Cool.
Triangle?
Over. No. Carry. Over and Arizona first 5. Fair. We'll head to the second to last game here on the slate. The Pirates and the Mariners. Mariners minus 130 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here between Marco Gonzalez and Luis Ortiz. Mariners opened up minus 145. The lines dropped 10 cents towards the Pirates. Line opened up minus 105 for the over 8.5. It's now minus 120, so a 15-cent line movement towards the over in this game as well. Let's take a look at the line movement here in this spot here. The money, my bad. As we have 57% of the tickets and 54% of the cash is on the Pirates. The lines move towards the Pirates here. So interesting money coming in on the doggy here. 78% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is coming on the under, and the lines move towards the over in this game, suggesting Ortiz and Gonzalez get hit, which I kind of agree with here. Ortiz 4.02 ERA, but a 7.32 expected ERA. We have Gonzalez with a 5.68 expected ERA and a 5.1 or 5.68 ERA and a 5.11 expected ERA. So expect slightly better from Ortiz or from Gonzalez. But I don't think the Pirates are a team that he's going to do that against. 112 runs created plus 15th in baseball against lefties. And the Mariners 99. So they're about league average against lefty or against righties here. I think they can get to Ortiz though. And these two are top 10 bullpens as well, which kind of scares me, which kind of worries me about a full game over when we look at these two bullpens and they've actually had some decent success. You can get first 5 over at 121 or 4.5 minus 121. I'm going to grab the full game over 8.5 though at minus 120.
Yeah, but go Pirates, but a different kind of Pirates. I'm kidding. This is a kind of a stay away game for me. Marco Gonzalez has not been good lately. He's been getting hit and roughed up a bunch. This is Marco Gonzalez was a guy I was high on coming into this year, but he's allowed 5, 3, 2, 8, and 2 in his last 5 starts. So definitely giving up runs, not really that good this year. And I don't know if I can necessarily trust Pittsburgh right now. After starting off the year, what were they, 20-8? They're now only 1 game over 500. This is about the Pirates team we expected to see. And I'm going to kind of stay away from them right now until they can start building back up again. This just does not seem like the right spot for me to go after them.
Yeah. I prefer the over.
Which one? Which comment did you get up to?
Let me click back onto the stream here. That one.
Tulane has a guy on first and second with 1 out. Ortiz pitched well in his last start versus Rangers. Good. Sorry, thoughts on the White Sox money line? I kind of like the Tigers. Me and Nick are split on that one. We're split on that one. Atlanta run line. We'll talk about that game next. Mariners. Have fun. Looking at the Pirates' first 5. Mariners money line. Up, the troll of the year is back. Yes, I did bet Miami yesterday. Yes, they lost in the last couple of seconds, and it was a little bit weird, but it is what it is. You know what? I'm probably not Game 7. All I know is I'm smashing the Nuggets Game 1, whoever they play. Your brother's picks better than yours, but not much better. You know what, Neutral? I love your positivity. It's just so it's so refreshing, and now it's 1-0 Tulane. I love your positivity. It is fantastic. You can go suck a dick. You had Miami last night. What happened? They lost.
They lost on a buzzer beater. Are you really coming in and talking shit about a play that lost on a freaking buzzer beater? Do you have nothing better to do with your life than to complain about a play that lost on a buzzer beater when there's kind of interesting things that people saw with the timer? Where that
how about a Sunday night baseball game? Let's not give him any more attention than he deserves.
Fucking hate people. All right. We have the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves in this one here. Minus 250 for the Braves. Good freaking God. Spencer Strider and Covey. In this matchup. Let's take a look at the line movement in this game. The line opened up at minus 240. It's now minus 251. So an 11-cent line movement towards the Braves in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 120. It's now a 9 at minus 104. So the line has gone up towards up half a run here. Let's take a look at the line. If the movement here. There we go. 85% of the tickets, 91% of the cash on the Braves. And the lines move towards the Braves. This just feels like a massive price for the Phillies, but we'll get into that. 56% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the under, yet the lines move towards the over in this game. An over a 9 with Spencer Strider on the mound. Seems interesting. Covey, a 3 ERA. They didn't give out I couldn't find his expected ERA. Strider, 2.97 ERA, 2.61 expected ERA. The Braves have not been particularly great against right-handed pitching. Their 95 runs created plus is mediocre, 16th in baseball. And the Phillies hit righties better than they hit lefties, 105, which is 9th. Slight bullpen advantage towards the Phillies. I think that we could potentially see an upset in this game.
2-0 Tulane.
I'm not particularly interested in this one. This is just a massive number that I have no interest in. So it's going to probably be a pass to end the night.
Wow, not a good start to ECU. 3-0 already. Zach Root's kind of struggling. I want nothing to do with this game. Zip. This is. I'm not laying 250 with the Braves or whatever run line. There's no way the run line was plus 145.
We're tied. It's 3-3 in this Rays game.
I was about to mention that too. Atlanta, yeah, I'm about to say the run line's minus 131. So that's not something I'm necessarily interested in going after. Dylan Covey has pitched twice in the majors. 9 innings, only 3 earned runs, so he hasn't been bad. But this is just a stay away spot for me. I'm not. Just because it's a Sunday night game does not mean you need to bet it. This one's a pass.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and put him in timeout because I'm not dealing with him today. Back for the there you go. Yeah. He doesn't know that. He's about 3 years old, so don't blame him. On Sunday baseball, do we fade the team that won or both teams? For the Monday game, most of the time it's the team that traveled is the team that we fade. Troll award. Get it. Probably DM him if you want He won't. He's not going to actually come after us. He wants to comment. He wants to comment on our stuff. So he won't actually DM us personally on the Earle Sports Bets Twitter account. But no, I'm not worried about him. He's a loser anyway. This Tampa Bay game, wild. Yeah, he can. I ran a ESB 4-teamer yesterday for kicks. Philly, Dallas, Miami,
4-3 Tampa.
Liberty, under loss. Oh, that's rough, dude. He should only flex if he did Boston plus 700, and they did, but they won't. I don't think I did. I don't think I stole his girlfriend. That is all the games for today, Nick. We made it through. We'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website, all linked down below. Check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Went over 5 baseball games for today. Obviously, we just talked about them now, but go ahead over there, leave a like, show the boss man I'm doing a good job. And then, all the offline sports books, if you guys are interested in that, all of them linked down below as well. Recapping for today, how about some college baseball action? Clemson game just started. So I don't really think you guys can touch that one or the ECU game, but I did put the plays up earlier in the thing. Sorry, the ACC game doesn't start until 2. So Clemson money line in the over is a plus 198. Took that. Charlotte money line, ULL money line, A&M money line, and TCU money line, and there's some MLS plays in there as well. MLB over in the Baltimore. I kind of like the Yankees. I like the under in Texas and Tigers. I like San Fran today. I like the over in Toronto. I like Washington in the over. I like the Reds today. Over in Reds. Over in the Mets along with the Mets run line. Miami in the over. D-backs. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Currently, I'm sitting on the over 9.5 and the over 4.5 team total for the Rays. It's currently 4-3 Rays in the bottom of the second inning. Beautiful start. Just need one more run from the Rays, a couple more runs from the game in general. I'm on Texas and Baltimore over 9. I am on. I didn't track half my plays so far. All right, cool. Let me go on to my Twitter post here. I'm on the White Sox money line at minus 112. I'm on the over 9, Kansas City, Washington. Mets, Rockies over 12.5. I'm on the Marlins, Angels over 8.5, and I'm on the Buccos and Mariners over. And I think I forgot to post a couple of them because I think I also took the Blue Jays over, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Trying to get on my. It's all going to be on my Twitter. I think I took the Blue Jays over as well.
There you go.
Yes, I did. Blue Jays over as well. I just never typed that into my Twitter post.
So up to you, occupancy too. Joe, is it funny? Yeah, the 446 guy. Yeah, he's been really annoying with the freaking Boston Celtics when I've had the Heat every game. But I keep hearing about it, so it's fantastic. Trent is really the reason Heat lost. Oh, it's always been Trent. Damn it.
Except for he hit his play last night. He had the plus 3.5.
Oh, I'm on the Rays over 4.5 runs. Look good. Hopefully the ECU Pirates can come back. They're down 3-0 in the first inning. So nothing we haven't seen before. Anyways, that is going to do it for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. And goodbye.